Guys, we have officially run out of August. August of 2024 is in the history books. It no longer exists. It is gone. We are in September. We are Labor Day weekend. It is Sunday, and it is 6:49 a.m. The temperature outside in Eagle Nest, New Mexico, just 30 short miles south of the Colorado border, is 45 degrees, and it's a balmy beach-like 75 degrees in here with Dottie and I in our micro mini Winnebago travel trailer, and we are here with our coffee and comments from yesterday. And yesterday's long form video was my long promised Golden Eagle RV Park brief tour. A lot of people wonder about this RV park because as you come into Eagle Nest, coming from Angel Fire and that Taos, that end, it's the first real obvious RV park that you see. It's very distinctive in appearance. And the first thing I addressed in it was how packed and crowded it looks. It doesn't look like it would be comfortable, but we found out that was wrong. Anyway, the first thing that we have is from M. Campbell on that very video. Closeness can foster community rather than claustrophobia. Really good point. And that is what's happening there. Looks like they're managing things quite well. Then I had my positive news item. Yesterday was 188 days in a row. 88-year-old foster mom raises 40 kids. This one was really touching. This one really got to me. M. Campbell says she made a positive generational difference in giving all her kids a role model for doing the same. Here's the part that got to me right at the beginning of the story. The way she became a foster mom is she had her own two kids, and her two kids would bring home children that the kids thought needed something like food or clothing. What does that say about, hey, you know what? I don't need these. I didn't need to be wearing those. I'm not listening to anything. But what does that say about what she had all passed down to her two children? That they saw kids in trouble and they thought, Mom will take care of it. We'll bring them home to Mom. Mom won't object. I can imagine, in so many households, if you just started bringing home kids, there would be some kind of rationalized objection to it. But you could tell there was no objection here. So that I just loved that story. The next comment was on the comments and coffee, again, from M. Campbell. I really like your comments and coffee videos. They give me an excuse to leisurely sit and enjoy my coffee while my brain wakes up. And I hope you're doing that right now. Zigzag, buddy. Hey, and Dottie doesn't care about politics. That's on the coffee video. And I just mentioned that generally references to politics or political parties or which side of the aisle that, every once in a while I'll let one slip through that doesn't seem to be a criticism of someone. I don't like the politics stuff on the channel. I just don't. Notch, on the same video, I like both short and long videos. If I can't finish watching it, I'll watch it later. Very practical. Hey, Randy. Randy is on the 88-year-old foster mom. What an exceptional soul to save these children. Ken Gray. Autobiographies are memories that someone has. I don't know anyone that has perfect memory. Even someone with eidetic memory doesn't remember exact details of every moment of every day. What he's referring to is, my channel's named after the Steinbeck novel or autobiography. I call it an autobiography, Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. And there's controversy out there. Say it's not. He made it up. He did not make up going on the trip. We know that. He actually went on the trip. He didn't make that up. And I think he used probably some poetic license to tell some stories in a little bit more interesting way. That doesn't mean it's a work of fiction. Lisa Roth on the comments video. Yesterday was a travel day for me, so I missed any and all videos. Well, except for that one, right? I'll catch up eventually. Right now, I'm enjoying cooler weather for at least the next 2 weeks. Internet is iffy. I know some good friends of mine said, Rob, you're doing 3 videos a day. I'm sorry, dude. I just can't keep up. Well, I guess it's working out, though, because I'm having fun doing these. Judy. Love Dottie. She's such a sweetheart, and her hearing is great. That's because I did this. Watch this. That's a dog treat bag. She knows that sound. I will feed her right after the video. I promise. That she's good. See that? Let's see. Look, there's an old video from the Chama area, and it was called Tierra Amarillo and Chama, New Mexico. And Firelaw 223 said, hate to say it, but at the start of the video, you were not in Tierra Amarillo. You were in a small community of Los Ojos, about 5 miles away. And I went back and looked at that video, and they were right. So I did a whole new thumbnail, a whole new title. I couldn't go in and actually change what I said in the video, but they were wrong. I mean, I was wrong. They were right. And I did what I could to fix it. Thank you for pointing that out to me. It's a little insulting to locals when you make mistakes like that. So I'm glad I was able to get most of that corrected. In the video, I say the name of the town wrong. I hope. I pinned the comments so people can see where I was corrected and all the things I tried to do it. On the Casita trailer, my friends, Charlie and Diane, this has been my big hit video for the month, really. Maybe other than the quartzite thing. I mean, you whisper quartzite in a thumbnail and you get 500 views for nothing. But so those don't count. This one is real. It's got, I can't, let's see. I can't, can I see right now? Let's see, open a new tab. Let's just see how many views it has. It is up to 643 views, and that's a lot for me this time of year. This time of year, I'm really happy if I get 500 views on a video. Quartzite, it doubles. I can walk around in the morning with my coffee, blathering about nothing. I'll get 1,000 views, but 500 is remarkable this time. It's usually the average is about 275 or 300, and this is double that. So it is a good, successful video. Mona says, great tour video, wonderful modifications to the Casita. I thought so too. Charlie brought me through there the other day and showed me everything he did, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And then at the end I said, can I come back tomorrow and do it again and film it? And he's like, let me check with the wife, make sure she's okay with it, and we'll do it. And they did it. Comments and coffee from Joe 8396. Really enjoy your honesty. It's refreshing. Keep up the good work. Lisa Roth on Golden Eagle RV Park. I'm glad they enjoy their time at the RV park. It's great that the park offers many things for everyone to get involved in. I prefer having a bit more space around my trailer, but I've stayed at places like that for a night or two. The spaces are close together, and that's the complaint people have about the place as they drive by and look at it. It is not a complaint that people have that stay there. People come back there year after year, season after season. Many of them stay the whole summer. And they, over and over again, everyone I've talked to that stayed there, I asked them about, well, is it a problem that it's so close? They go, they're apprehensive the first night, but after that, not at all, because everyone is so close and friendly, and it's quiet at night. They're older people. They're not kids running around. They're not people zooming through. It's quiet, and most of all, there are tons of social activities going on that you either can jump into with both feet or not at all, or as you want. It's kind of sounds like summer camp. That's what it sounds like. And that's why this place is so loved. They have things, when I was there, they had kind of a farmer's market thing going that Deborah Dickinson was at as an author. And There was fresh vegetables and stuff for sale, and baked goods and arts and crafts. And then they have I've been there many times where there's been musicians playing. I know they have movie nights in the big in the office there, and potlucks and barbecues, and it just goes on and on and on and on, and people love it there. And the owners, Nathan and his wife, forgive me, I forgot your name, Nathan's wife, beg for forgiveness, because I have it written down, but it's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, so I can't go cheat. Salt of the earth people. Nathan's parents owned the RV park before him, passed it on to him. They're in town, actually, in a wonderful little specialty kitchen shop on the main drag in Eagle Nest. And if you're in town, be sure to visit them. Anyway, let's move up a little bit more. And we have, what do we have? It's a chain of things. It started with Anne Marie Sikorsky said, very nice. I enjoyed that tour of Charlie and Diane's casita. One question, please. What is the name of their small heater? Thank you, Rob, for another interesting video. And I answered incompletely, incompetently, no idea, but there are many of those small ones on Amazon. But of course, Charlie saw that, got on there and said, it's a Lasco Model 754-200. Thanks. And she says, thank you both so much. I hope you're having a pleasant drive home to Kansas. And by the way, they did make it safely. So I tried to redeem myself. I found a link to that exact heater on Amazon. And here's a funny thing. So when I found it, put in the model, and I found it and it came up and it said, you bought it like in May of 2021. So I actually owned this heater. I think I gave it away at the RTR a couple of years ago because I didn't need it anymore, but I actually owned the same heater. Isn't that wild? I thought it looked familiar. Anne Marie again. Did I hear you correctly? Yeah, you get to have the same exact spot next year at Weathers RV Park. Yay, I love that Lakeview. Yes, I'm going to be right here, right there, right here by the lake for the whole summer next summer. Yes, I will. Thanks so much for this trip around the RV park and meeting all the people. I can see why you love the area so much. That's from Susan Stevens. By the way, the thumbnail has the picture of the building, and there's an old-time Texaco sign. That's an original sign from Eagle Nest that I guess they bought and they moved to the RV park. But that's an original Eagle Nest early artifact. Let's see. Naj says, did I miss one? No. Naj says, I love our little bike tour. The community is great. The RV campground has so many little events, or they go out of their way to make you feel at home. No wonder you return here every year. I would too. By the way, there's a little section with tiny homes in that RV park that I didn't get footage of, but it exists. And I mostly didn't put it in because they were really busy. I really didn't get a chance to talk to the owners. I don't know whether they're renting those or selling them or what. I'm not sure. You'd have to ask them. Naj says, I like long videos that take advantage and watch while cleaning, cooking, or doing laundry. That was a response to the survey I put on the community page about how people felt about it. Every once in a while, you might notice I'll do a drive and talking video, and it'll go for an hour and 10 minutes, and I'll post it as an hour and 10-minute video. And I get concerned that it's not so much that I don't expect people to watch an hour and 10 minutes of me talking. I really don't. That's not my concern. My concern is that if it annoys or bothers my subscribers, and that's what I was looking for, and way less than 10% say they don't like it. So 90% either don't care, like it, don't care, or like it. And so I'm going to continue to sort of do organically what I'm doing on the channel is I just do organically what comes to me. I don't have scripts, I don't have plans, I just do it And I do, you probably noticed, like Rusty, if you know Rusty, I do a minimal amount of editing. Because I want to be able to do these 3 videos a day. And if I like do this meticulous editing, I'll never do it. I'll stop doing it. It'll start being a job. And I don't, this is a hobby, not a job. CW in HB1YI, pronounce that for me. I heard you say tourist season is winding down, but won't ice fishers and winter sports people arrive later? Yeah, they're going to be hunters, they're going to be fishermen, and skiers. There are 2 ski areas within, 30 minutes either way, 2 ski areas. But it's not the influx of people that they have in the summer here. It's not the same. And I did a little, a short on my DJI Pocket 3. It's this kind of fancy camera with the gimbal on it. And isn't that cool? And it's a lot of my videos that look to be really high quality or with this camera. But you can also set this up as a webcam. And I can turn it turn it on its end and like have it right in front of me, in front of the screen while I'm doing a Zoom call when I'm talking to someone. And I'll be looking at the picture of the video of that person, and it'll be the gimbal, I can have it right over their forehead. So like right now, when I look at the lens and I talk to you, it looks like I'm giving you eye contact. And for a lot of Zoom videos, that's really important. So the person feels like, hey, I'm hearing you, I'm paying attention to you. This camera is amazing for it. I really love it. All right, let's put this back. And this thing is like, with all the accessories that you're going to want, we're talking $600-700. It's not an inexpensive piece of equipment. And you might notice the other one I use is the GoPro, because I can do this. I can hang it around my neck like this, right? And well, there's a lens cap on it. There is a special lens. This is a add-on lens. It's called the Max View lens. And it does 2 things. It does a little bit wider view, but it also works with the software in the camera to give super level, horizon leveled, stable pictures on video, which is amazing when you're running around or on the bike or walking around and walking in and out of stores. And the sound is pretty good even without an external microphone, which you can do. Here's the drawback, and a couple of my viewers have noticed it when I use this. I use it almost every time you see me on my bike, I'm using this. Because of the way this lens takes in light, it is very prone to lens flare. And lens flare is, like if I look back towards Dottie there, I do not see that streak of light that you see on the screen. That's lens flare from my phone, which I'm recording on. Now, that's not very distracting. That looks kind of cool and artistic, but there are other kinds of lens flare that happens mostly with this, either when I'm outside or inside with fluorescent lights. It looks like the lens is smudged in places. And people always say, clean your lens. They get upset. You need to clean your lens. It's not a dirty lens. It's the price I pay for the function of this this lens. And anyway, but there is a rig where the expensive one I just showed you, I could hang that around my neck, and it's just a little bit more cumbersome to do that. And this is so much easier just to throw on and go out the door. So when you see me with lens flare, looks like smudges, that's my laziness of not using the expensive camera. So anyway, so Naj says that's a cool little camera, and she didn't bank on me talking for 10 minutes about that. Russell Harrison, 1670. Rob, how fast does your e-bike go? I notice your speedometer at 20 miles per hour during the minute. It is governed and maxed at 20 miles per hour. It is the electric, starting with an L, not an E, electric brand e-bike, the Lite, Lite. And on the other ones, the ones that aren't the light version, the bigger version, you can do an override in the software where I think it'll go 28. I had one like that before this one. 28's too fast on an e-bike for me anyway. No. 20 miles per hour on a smooth road is plenty fast for me. So it's 20 miles an hour. Now let's see. You found true this is VEWNZ. You found true treasure in that cute Casita, Rob. A lovely husband and wife that really enjoy spending time with each other. You bet. You know, they've been together for decades and decades. I think 40 years. I think it's right. Charlie, get in there in the comments and tell them how many years you guys have been happily married. They've lived in the same house and for their whole marriage. They love their home. They love their casita, and they love their life. That's how it works with really kind, nice people, and they are kind, caring, nice people. Anyway, Dottie is. She fell back asleep. Didn't you, Dottie? You fell asleep. There's going to be a long form video today, but it's going to come out later because I have no idea what it is. I don't have one in the bank. I'm going to have to figure out. It could be me sitting here and talking about whatever. I don't know. Or it might be, and this could be a little redundant. Deborah and Frugal are leaving the area today. And she's doing her last book signing in Angel Fire. And so I'm going to go there around noon to say goodbye to them. So I'll probably film that. And I will film me talking and driving with Dottie next to me with the good camera on the way over there. And I'll talk about whatever comes to mind. Anyway, I'm really, really happy that you've not only watched my videos, but watched this one and are watching all the way to the end, 22 minutes to me just reading comments and going on and on about stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.